go again. Hello?
I feel better having Crow around. I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains after I get some proper directions. Locked, but I have the key. This place looks a lot bigger on the inside. It is a lot bigger on the inside. Okay, this is freaky. I feel dizzy. There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't... Obnaxus must have been a big believer in crystals. Then again, why should I be surprised? I've seen weirder things. Weird is my new normal. Right, so, clues.
Oh, that's interesting.
Someone's here. Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
I remember Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remembered nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People have been trying for years, but this house has strong wards. Venar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
I'm not sure I want to tell this man absolutely everything yet. Why be secretive about it? I'm sure I can trust him. I know my way around wards.
So I see. Your talents run deeper than I remember, Miss Castillo. I'm impressed. Pardon my curiosity, but what are you looking for here? Obnaxus himself vanished a decade ago.
I should trust Brian. It's not that I don't trust him, but... I should trust Brian. There's no point hiding anything from him. It's not that... I was just curious about what was in here.
You know what they say about curiosity, Miss Castillo?
It killed the cat?
What? No. Curiosity is the doorway to knowledge and wisdom. Looks like I picked the perfect day for a stroll in the green. I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree down. Now I know. Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we? Have you found anything of interest? Keep looking. This place is a treasure trove.
Mr. Westhouse, Brian. He seems very enthusiastic and friendly. Probably. I have a hard time reading him, to be honest. Obnaxus must have been a big believer in crystals. Or maybe this is how people light their houses. Maybe this is totally normal for Arcadia. This place has the slightly tacky ambience of a New Age shop. Looks like a handwritten note. Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them.
Obnoxus left so much behind. There's a wealth of information here.
Someone's been sleeping in my bed, said Papa Bear. Obnoxus was a very... There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books. Those are some portentous-looking books. Obnoxus was a very well-read man, thing. Obnoxus must have made the bed before leaving for good. That's kind of sad and eerie. Since this place is... What if this window is also a portal, and right now, I'm looking across dimensions, or across... Since this place is so much bigger, what if this window is also a portal, and right now, I'm looking across dimensions, or across space and time, or...
What does this mean?
God, no, just a window. I'm sure it's just a normal window.
I was right. If you see anything that looks relevant, let me know. I can probably decipher it for you.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the annals of dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter about the first dream, it's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book. Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means. It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yete left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher. There's also something about two dreamers becoming one. It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of Yedra. Where's that on the map? Ah, there it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there. I've never heard of the Ular. They might all be dead.
That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages.
Ah, I knew it! I knew it!
It's another one of Abnaxis's notes.
Fascinating.
Abnaxis. This place has the slightly tacky ambience of a New Age shop. This note fell out from the pages of the annals. What's a soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The soul stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved, or the past, present, and future will cease to be.
That sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any soul stone, but I'm guessing this Clax fellow does. I wonder if Abnaxis means old Roper Clax. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle. Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed, apparently, if that's a thing a wizard is capable of. Sounds like this soul stone is important.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
Abnaxis must have been a big believer in crystals. Or maybe this is how people light their house. There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books. I remember him, but only vaguely. It's like he didn't make much of an impression. I'm sure Abnaxis won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak.
I knew it! I knew it! I'm sorry, did you want something? Are you still searching? I'm sure Abnaxis left notes all over the place.
Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them.
Fascinating.
Abnaxis was a very well-read man, thing. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, said Papa Bear, before mauling Goldilocks and devouring her whole. Don't ever mess with fairy tale creatures. There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special. This place has the slightly tacky ambience of a New Age shop. Abnaxis must have been a big Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them. I should get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, it's private property, isn't it?
Abnaxis isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
He might have the best... It doesn't look like Brian. He might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob. I'd feel awful if anything happened to Abnaxis's abode. It doesn't look like Brian's going to do any damage to the place. He's respectful and cute. I guess... Okay. I mean, it's not my house.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Castillo. I hope our paths cross again very soon.
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
Nope.
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's Fingerlings! Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Clax. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine. Pretty clever stuff.
Where can I find this puppet show?
I'll show you.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless. I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains, after I get some proper directions.
If you seek an autograph, you must purchase my book first. It's on sale today. Only...
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
Talk, Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can spare a couple of them for a pretty young thing like you.
It's an odd... This has to be the right man. It's an odd name for a children's... This has to be the right man. You are Roper Clax, right? The wizard?
Who told you that?
Well, that sign, for one.
No, the wizard part. Who told you? I mean, I'm merely a humble finger puppeteer trying to make an honest living in a cold and heartless world.
But you were a wizard once.
Fully rehabilitated, I don't go anywhere near sorcery, not anymore. You should really read my highly acclaimed and best-selling memoir, A Farewell to My Wizarding Ways. It's a thrilling story of redemption and romance, of dashing heroes and wicked villainesses, of flying castles and curious calculating devices. Every word of it as true as the night is dark and the day is bright, of course.
I might as well. Do you recall owning a soul stone?
A soul stone? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers where I come from.
And where would that be? That was a long time ago. In another life. I've moved on. I'm a different person now in every way.
I was just wondering what happened to the stone.
She took it, that bitch. Balance? Pardon me? I don't know where that came from.
Who?
Yaga, the wicked witch of the north, as these simpletons call her. As if they have any idea who and what she truly is. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places. She feeds on that stone like a... Like I said, that's in the past, and I've left it all behind long ago. Now I make an honest living bringing joy to children through my most excellent and revolutionary finger puppet theatre. And on that note, I must beg your pardon, young miss. The show is about to begin.
Can we please talk again afterwards? I have some more questions.
Sure. Absolutely. After the show. Yes. Toodaloo.
Yes, here we go. This is gonna be so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and... well, humans. And you, Azadi soldier standing over there, you're welcome to watch, just don't rattle your sabers or rustle your suits. Welcome to this morning's performance of... The Fingerlings. I am your host and puppeteer, Roper Clax, esteemed thespian and raconteur, author and entrepreneur. My book is available for purchase with a free personalized dedication. Speak to me after the show. A donation is both appreciated and expected. Drop your coins into the box after the show. Remember that every iron piece goes towards a good purpose.
Woohoo! Go fingerlings!
My beloved fingerlings! Handcrafted reproductions of renowned actors from across Arcadia, immortalized in finger puppet form by skilled artisans. Using only the finest fabrics and natural materials, these lovely creatures are as dear to me as children, and as talented and protean as the finest human players. You're all welcome to approach the stage after the show, of course, to admire my finely crafted miniatures up close and intimately. No food, no touching, no children. And now, beloved audience, prepare yourselves for a journey into mystery, for a true story of wizardry and magic. I present to you the tale of the good-hearted wizard and the villainous winch. Once upon a time, in the distant north, there lived a kindly old wizard in a wonderful flying castle. This very friendly wizard liked to tease and toy with the people of the land, and sometimes he would do silly things like turn them into stone or furry animals and bottle up the wind. Naturally, he meant no harm, and the people of the land loved the wizard like they would a grandfather, a very young and very, very handsome grandfather. But one day, an evil sorceress from a distant land came to visit the kindly wizard. This ugly, selfish witch didn't understand that the wizard was only trying to make people happy. She used her dark sorcery to steal all of his possessions and trap him inside a tiny little box where the gentle wizard was barely able to breathe. The poor old man was trapped for many moons inside this box before a benevolent wandering god arrived to free him from his prison. The wizard pledged eternal allegiance to the wandering god in return for vengeance against the cruel witch who trapped him. Together they...
There he is, Commander. The dangerous loon who's corrupting our youth with his occult finger rings.
What? What's this? What are you doing? What's going on? You can't... Hey! Hey, hands off!
You're teaching children of magic, old man. You ought to know better.
Release me, you dishonorable brute!
By the authority vested in me by the Greater Azadi Empire and the Emissary, and in accordance with provisional imperial law prohibiting any and all teachings of occult magic, I'm taking you into custody.
You can't do this! You don't know who I am!
Tell it to the magistrate, wizard.
My fingerlings! My precious handcrafted fingerlings! No!
I cannot believe that they arrested him. What a travesty.
I didn't see that coming.
I guess the Azadi aren't fans of creepy puppet shows either.
I think it had more to do with him being a wizard. Okay, shit. So what now? He was my only lead to the Soul Stone. All I have to go on is something about a Yaga and Riverwood.
Riverwood?
Really? And the Yaga? The Wicker Witch?
I don't know anything about Yagas, but I do know something about witches in Riverwood. On my last trip there, we had a close encounter with one of them. That witch is toast, of course, but I can probably find my way back to Riverwood. It's north. We go north. Wait, which way is up? Yeah, north.
Okay. Okay. That's something, right? We just need a way to get north that doesn't involve me walking all the way.
Or me flying. Wait. I feel a cunning plan coming on. Follow me, Zoe.
Uh-oh.
It's either a cunning plan, or I need the toilet. But I'm pretty sure it's a cunning plan.
Maybe it's a cunning plan to find a toilet.
I still can't believe you pulled off the voice and the whole fake hand thing.
The hat looked great on you.
Totally. Not so sure about the beard, though. My face is itchy. Speaking of faces, I can never show mine in Mercuria again. Not after that last bit we did.
If everything goes well, you won't have to.
At least we have a ride. Can I trust this thing?
They're docile cows, the Elguan. Just leave it to me. Mush, Daisy, mush!
Whoa, whoa, I think you're upsetting her.
I'll leave the cowgirling to you. I'll fly ahead and scout the terrain instead. Don't lose sight of me!
Oh! Oh, well, fuck. Oh, I mean, that hurt.
Never trust an Elguan, cowardly cows.
Oh, something must have spooked it. What do we do now?
This place looks familiar. I think we're close. In fact, I think we're...
Leave! Go, or I'll call the others!
Whoa, hey there, I'm friendly and unarmed.
You're human. You can't be Bird? Crowbird?
Hello. Hey, you're that fretful furry thing we met the first time we came through here. Ben Franklin.
Ben Bandu. This isn't the same human who accompanied you last time.
This is my new human. She's mostly harmless. Say hello, Zoe. Don't be rude.
Hello?
Hello. Are you the new Bandu Mbata?
Bamboo, what? No, I have no idea. I'm Zoe.
You're a dreamer.
So they keep saying. I'm not very good at it. How did you know?
We live close to the dreaming here. Her dreams surround us. The Yaga.
That's it! That's the one we're looking for, right, Zoe? The Yaga!
You're looking for the Yaga? On purpose? Are you mad?
Oh, I'm not. Her, I'm not so sure about.
You know the Yaga?
She lives in this forest. We do not speak her name. She's mean.
We'll save time. We need to find her right now. Teddy Bear, who is she?
The Yaga? She's old. Really old. She's been around since long before my people came to this forest. Once, she had many servants. Witches, warlocks, evil ones. Like in the stories told by the elders. But her servants are all gone now. So she woke up and crossed into our world. She doesn't belong here, but she's lonely and hungry.
Hungry. Great. Well, we still have to find her. She has the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone? I've heard of the Soul Stone. The Yaga took it from the fallen fortress of her warlock.
Warlock? Roper Clax worked for the Yaga?
They all did. The Gribbler, Clax, all the evil witches and warlocks of the Northlands. But they're gone now. Just like my people. April Ryan imprisoned the warlock and killed the witch. She saved us all. But then the Azadi came with sharp blades and metal tubes that spewed fire. They murdered most of us. Some fled east. I'm the only one left here now.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
One day, they'll come back. All the surviving Banda. Until then, I watch over their burrows. And I sing. For them. For all of us. This soulstone. It's important?
Very.
You'll use it to fight the Azadi?
That's part of it, yes.
I'll take you to the Yaga. Or as close as I dare go to her lair, anyway.
Great! I was expecting you to say no, and by expecting, I mean hoping.
Does the bird always speak like that?
I'm afraid so. Lead the way, Ben.
The Yaga's beyond the ridge. Once you cross that, you're in her realm.
You're not coming with?
Did you not hear me when I said she was hungry? No, I'm not coming with you. The walls of that place are thin, and she can smell my magic.
A wise decision, tiny man. Come on, Zoe, let's turn around and head back with Ben. Maybe catch a fat squirrel and roast it for dinner?
This is what we came here for. If we don't get the Soul Stone...
Everyone dies, the world ends, no more Christmases, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of walking into one perilous scenario after the other. After we're done with this one, no more adventures. I swear to the feather gods of old.
You'll know you're there when you see the Gribbler's old house. She was the witch who lived here before. The Gribbler served the Yaga, and that's where she came through. From the beyond.
Will you wait for us, Ben?
I'll wait until nightfall. But if you're not back by then...
We'll be back.
And I had such a craving for crispy squirrel.
Find the Yaga.
They've got that whole normal things that should look... That's a not at all reassuring shade of black. And what are those swirling things? Giant tadpoles? I'm not saying I won't cross it, but I do expect the bridge to do something terrible to me. Even the plants down there look like dead hands wiggling their cold, dead fingers. Welcome to nature. Prepare to be terrified. This is all very grim. I'm expecting an evil queen and a sleeping beauty at any time. Thorny bushes are never a good sign, really. There's just no place for that in a happy story.
Mother of ravens! I don't feel very welcome. I mean, this isn't just a bad sign, it's all the bad signs, all at once, like a grab bag of ill omens.
I'm glad I have Crow
There
here.
are plenty of stones
Regardless
lying
of how
about.
useless he
Let's
may be
just
at
pick
times, he's
one
still
and pretend
company.
it's the soul
I'll
stone.
take company
It's
over
not
no
like anyone
company
would know what it's
anytime.
supposed to look like.
That's a not at all reassuring shade of black. And what are those swirling things? Giant tadpoles? I don't want to know. Even the plants down there look like like dead hands wiggling their cold, dead fingers. That's a not at all reassuring shade of black. And what are those swirling things? Giant tadpoles? Crow looks paler than usual. Even his feathers are losing colour. If he had a choice, I'm sure he'd fly out of here in a second.
My
but he's
tiny
sticking
bird
with
heart.
me. He's braver than expected, I'll give him that.
Zoe.
Go. Leave. Turn around. Don't come any further. She's here. She's dangerous.
I know this smell. Dog's doo-doo, incense, and rotting flesh. Smells like witches, all right. Is it my imagination? Or is the light changing? Is it getting darker? Am I going blind? Help! Do you hear voices?
What's worse than
I
a
hear
twisting
voices.
path into dark?
I
Is
don't
that where
like
the Yaga
disembodied
lives?
voices.
The only thing
Disembodied
stopping me
voices
from
are
running in
never
the
a good
opposite
sign.
direction right now is knowing I'll have to pass through that cave again. What's worse than a twisting path? I feel strange. I felt this way before when I was in a coma. Inside story time. I must be on the border between waking and
The
dreams.
wicked witch is gone, but she is here now. She'll eat you up.
Weeds and
like she
vines
ate all of us.
covering it. Is that where the Yaga lives?
She tricked us.
It looks
She
like a
trapped
house.
us. She
I mean,
cooked
a
us.
scary house, sure,
She
but still
ate
just a
us.
house.
We're the children that never left. It's too late to save us. Save yourself. Go!
Is that where the Yaga lives? It looks like a house. I mean, a scary house, sure, but still just a house.
Who bothers the Yaga?
Okay, so maybe not just a house after all. You have something that's not yours.
Leave, monkey.
Not until you give me the Soul Stone.
We do not know what you speak of.
Whoa, my whole body's tingling. I can change things. I can manipulate this dream. Cool. There are 3 minds in there, but which one's the Yaga? I can hear several voices, all of them angry. It's so loud, so strong. I can't keep listening. She's too strong.
We are here at the end of things. I warned you.
Let me go, you bitch! She's looking right at me. It's like it's an eye staring back at me.
Get away! Run as fast as you can. Don't look.
Are those the souls of lost children? The only thing stopping me from running in the opposite direction right now is knowing I'll have to pass through that cave again. Poor things. She's so angry.
I told you leave.
I think I need to get through that door. Stop this! I don't want to fight you, I just want to talk to you. Stop trying to kill me! She's trying to kill me!
Now I see.
pretty sure the sky didn't look like that before I passed through the cave. She's looking right at me. It's like it's an eye. She's looking right at me.
I warned you.
Eaten up. One of us. Our last hope. Gone.
Now I see.
Too late. Eaten up. One of us. Our last hope. Gone. Forever. One of us. Our last hope. Gone forever.
We would fight and die rather than fade to naught. Now I see.
One of us.
What the hell is
Our
going on?
last hope. Gone forever.
I warned
you. It's like it's an eye staring back at me. Stop this! I don't want to fight you, I just want to talk to you. Stop trying to kill me! I don't think she wants to give up the Soul Stone.
Now I see. I warned you.
It reminds me of story time. What is this place?
Now I see.
Oh, this sucks. Wait, the sky? Is this story time? But it's not like how I remember it. It looks older. It looks a lot older.
Aren't you a clever monkey? Hush, sister. Don't speak to it. Just let it lose itself in the dark. It'll weaken, and then we can eat it.
It'll probably taste honey sweet, like a newborn babe.
Do not underestimate this one, sisters. There's something different about it.
Hello?
Maybe not so clever after all.
We're hungry. We need to eat.
Not long now. You must be tired, monkey. Your eyes grow heavy. Sleep. We'll watch over you.
Show yourselves!
Is it not asleep yet? Lie down and shut your eyes, monkey. Let us feed.
That's not going to happen.
It answers back, like a thing with a mind of its own. A very clever monkey.
This one has spirit and something else. Something powerful.
You're a dreamer.
And you're the Wicker Witch of the
Now,
North.
there's no need for insults. We are...
The Yaga.
No monkey has ever been here before. We're curious about you.
We?
The sisters.
Bayeb.
Ayaga.
Bayeb Ayah. Baba Yaga.
Older than time. Older than memory. Old as darkness. Always three.
Not always, sister. In the beginning, the Yaga was one, and then everything unraveled.
Light came, worlds were born, monkeys bred and became legion. And the one became three.
You are from across the divide. From a world ruled by machines.
That's right.
But not really here at all. Dreaming.
Apparently so.
We thought there was only one dreamer.
You were mistaken.
Something moved you. That's interesting. We didn't see this coming. We do so love surprises.
What do you want from us, monkey?
The Soul Stone. You stole it.
Lux stole it first. Only fair that we stole it back. What do you want with it?
To bring it back where it belongs. To cure Lux. Lux is the
first dreamer. We know, oh, we know. You cannot teach us things, monkey. We were there in the darkness, in the time, before all this terrible brightness, before you monkeys spoiled it. We had the Soul Stone then. It fed us and made us strong, but Lux took it so that Lux could dream. We were there when Lux dreamed the first dream and the stars were born and everything came apart. If we give you the stone, we fade from memory. We will be forgotten. It's all that anchors us when there's no one left to worship and fear us.
But they do worship you, don't they? In the city, they've built effigies to the Wicker Witch.
The Wicker Witch!
A bedtime story, a spineless fairy tale for nestlings. No one truly fears the Yaga anymore. Our power is diminished.
I don't know. People need darkness. They need to be frightened. In my world, scary is popular. There are films, games, haunted houses.
Playthings. We are less than we were. We remember feeding, our stomachs bloated with flesh and fear.
Well, things change. That's how it goes.
Maybe, instead of giving you the Soul Stone, we eat you up. All your delicious memories, all your dreaming powers. Your soul will keep us warm and sated.
How's that gonna help anyone?
Help? What makes you think we'll help? We owe the universe nothing, monkey. We owe looks nothing. Why should we care if the dream ends? Perhaps, if you give us a little morsel, a taste of you, what can you offer us?
Offer?
A sin, a secret, something dark, something you keep deep inside and fear to reveal.
I turned and ran when I realized what Naylor was about to do. That man in my apartment, he was trying to protect me, but I got him killed. When Reza and I had our final argument, I let him walk out the door. I didn't try to stop him because I'd already given up. I turned and ran. I turned my back on a friend. I was a coward. Maybe if I hadn't done that, she'd still be alive today.
Self-preservation before selflessness. Like any monkey, you think only of your own survival. There's nothing special about this morsel.
That man in my apartment, he was trying to protect... When Reza and I had our final argument, I let him walk out the door. I didn't try to stop him because... A man died because of my actions. I didn't know who he was, but I still feel responsible for his death.
A panicked decision. The monkey didn't even know she was making a choice. Why give us this? It's a crumb, nothing more.
I let my boyfriend walk out the door and out of my life. I gave up on him, and on us.
Gutless monkey, afraid to face the truth. The regret is strong. It throbs like a pumping heart, a proper morsel, mouth-watering. But this satisfies no hunger. We want more.
Still, we'll take this little piece of you. It belongs to us now, and you'll have no memory of it.
And in exchange, you'll give me the Soul Stone?
We will not. We made no promises. The Soul Stone is ours. We need it.
If you do that, you'll not only be destroying everything and everyone, you'll be all alone. Who will worship and fear you when they're all gone?
So what else can you offer us, monkey? What can you give of yourself to prove that this matters?
I don't know.
You demand that we give up the thing that feeds us and keeps us warm. And you cannot make a similar sacrifice.
You're right. I can't. I don't have what you're asking for. I'm human. I've made terrible decisions, but I don't linger on those decisions. I move forward and live with the consequences. Shame, anger, disappointment, regret. That's not what feeds me. I survive because I let go every day. Because I have hope and faith in the future. Not because I look back. That goes for most people. And all I want is to give those people a chance to make their choices, good or bad, and carry on living and learning. If that's not enough for you, then I have nothing. And if I fail to bring the Soul Stone to the first dreamer, Lux dies. The dream ends. There will be no one around to remember any of us, or the choices we've made that brought us here. It all hinges on this moment in time.
We know this, little monkey. This is why we are giving you the Soul Stone. But you must do one thing for us in return.
Anything, as long as it's mine to give.
You must remember us when the dream is in you. The world needs us. Without the sisters, without the Yaga, there is no fear, no imagination. Every dream needs a nightmare.
I don't think I could forget, even if I tried. Yes, I'll remember you.
Good.
Good.
Good. Here is the Soul Stone. Take it, use it to wake Lux. We would have done it ourselves, but the Dreamer Monkey is the only one with that power.
How do I get there?
Someone's coming. Little furry thing. They will gift you a beast to ride. Go to Lux. You will feel Lux like a lantern in the dark. Follow the light. Save the dream, Dreamer. Become one with the first.
What does that mean?
You'll find out.
And, clever monkey, beware the Wizard of Lies.
He schemes, he plots. He wishes to remake the world.
He wears a mask. He harbors ambitions. He always did. But now,
there's something in him. It's a dangerous thing, little monkey. Watch out. Now, leave.
Where did you disappear to?
I have a thing about huge monster houses. I don't like them.
Oh, you're the worst sidekick.
That's what they keep telling me. I honestly don't know why. Let's go back and find the furry little halfling thing again. I bet you he didn't wait for us. I bet you he's long gone.
She's letting us go. What did you do? We're free. Time to go. Thank you, Dreamer. Find Lux. Save the dream.
Is this the one?
That's her. That's Zoe.
You face Yaga and live? This is impossible. Who are you?
She seems impressed with me. Another bander. I thought might as well. Zoe Castillo, Dreamer.
Zoe Castillo, Dreamer. She know who she is. Impressive, that, for human. Well, Zoe Castillo, Dreamer, how you survive meeting Yaga without losing yourself? You strike bargain like witches of old? Sell yourself to Yaga for freedom and power? Do you serve Yaga now?
I don't serve anyone. And no bargain. I don't have time. I'd like to learn more about the Yaga. Maybe this one knows something. I don't have time to talk about the Yaga. We need to head north. Who is the Yaga?
I only know what elders tell me when I was child. And I only ever encounter Yaga's servants. One of them lived in this forest before. She was Gribbler. Twisted, ancient, evil thing. No one but Yaga know what Yaga truly is. Those who face her never come home, aside from you. My grandmother tell me Yaga was born before beginning of time. Lux and Yaga, light and dark, dream and nightmare. Balance is in everything human. When our world takes shape, so did Yaga. One became three. Three sisters. Innocence, age, decay. All aspects of life. More than the first dreamer, Yaga understand life. She understand mortality. Mortality in her blood. Maybe why she hate the living so much. Why she grew mean and hungry. She spread her will across world into witches and warlocks, sorcerers and necromancers, the weak and malleable. But as old magic fade, so do Yaga. Wizard Clax and Gribbler were two of her last servants, and April Ryan defeated them both. After that, they say, Yaga was diminished. Now Wicker Witch of North is joke to humans of Marcuria. They remember nothing of what she was. They never see their young eaten by night. But Yaga is not the night that threatens world now. Her darkness is different darkness, one that balances light, necessary darkness. She is nightmare that feeds imagination. The other darkness, well, other darkness is deeper and final. A black fire that spreads and burns until nothing left, until time itself is ashes. Even Yaga feared this darkness.
I believe that's why she let me go. So that I can help.
You got the Soul Stone?
You carry Soul Stone? What Soul Stone?
You can trust Bandu Masiri, Zoe. She is an elder. She returned from exile to help me find those who survived.
I have Lux's Soul Stone. I need to take it north, to the Ular.
Ular? Why Ular?
You know them?
I heard of Ular in stories. Ancient people inhabit ruins of their own civilization, high in border mountains. You know where to go?
I've seen a map. They live on Cloud Peak, in the mountains of Yedra.
Maps deceive. Go north and then west. A week's journey on foot before you start climb.
We don't have a week.
Rushing into anything is unwise. You carry Soulstone to Ular for what reason?
To return it to the first dreamer.
Lux is with Ular?
So my visions tell me.
Your visions?
I know this is hard to believe, but I promise
I believe. No need to promise. Story too unbelievable for Mole not to believe. Take Leapfur, human. Ride north, swift as wind. You will reach mountains by first light tomorrow. Leapfur can climb at least part of way. You'll be with Ular in less than 2 days.
She said someone would come, but that thing? Is it safe? I have no idea how to ride that.
Not to worry. Leapfur know well enough for both of you.
What will you do without a mount?
We use feet. Mole's not in rush. We walk slowly so that those of Banda who still live can hear us coming and meet us.
We're going east, Zoe. We'll follow the Banda who fled the Azadi. Maybe they still live. Maybe they...
We will find them, little one. Take Beast. Go north. Do what needs doing. I feel darkness coming. Black fire. Cold as ocean. Perhaps you can stop this dreamer. Nothing lost. Nothing gained.
Goodbye, Zoe.
Thank you, Ben. And good luck. I hope you find your people again.
Dang, how long is this thing?
Thanks for coming. I know you're busy.
It's not often I get to see you. Why this place?
It's safe. And, symbolic, maybe? It was a safe house, before it was raided by Azadi soldiers. Under Kian's command.
I see. So, What news do you have for me, Elena? Your message said...
Kian has left for Gien.
For Gien? The prison camp for magicals? Light. Why? What does he hope to accomplish there?
This is Kian we're talking about. He believes he can save everyone. He also believes Gien holds the key to the future of the Empire.
But breaking into a fortified prison camp? He won't stand a chance.
That's why I messaged you, Mother. This might be an opportunity.
You did the right thing, child. Come, let's talk. We do not have much time.
Alright, come on, man. Holy shit. Don't think armor works that way, dude. Go into the water. Yeah, how was that swim?
There must be hundreds of prisoners inside that camp. I won't find one boy by chance alone. Either the light of the goddess leads me to him or... There'll be an administration office somewhere, and detailed records. I know how my people work. If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp, it'll most likely be inside that tower. That section of the prison walls appears to be part of the old castle fortifications, from when the Necromancer King ruled Gien. The wall connects with the tower. If I can get up there, I might find a way in. The Necromancer King of Gien. This side of the wall is too steep and without footholds. I don't think that's where I'll look for the administrator's office, on the upper floors of the Necromancer's tower. It's steep and slippery. I don't see how I can climb up from here. I can't waste my time here. I need to climb the old castle wall and find a way into the Black Tower. It's steep and slippery. I don't see how I can climb up from here. It's too smooth. There are no footholds. This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind the foul subject. This wall isn't quite as sheer, and it has outcrops and footholds. I might be able to scale it. This looks like a good place to start climbing. Light! I can't get any further this way. Shadow! Goddess! Shadow!
No.
Ah, Jesus Christ. One.
This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind the foul subject. This must have stood here for 1,000 years. It's an impressive piece of work. Never mind the foul subject. Goddess, the camp's larger than I thought. There must be thousands of magicals here. Are they planning to just murder them all? The guards are watching the prison grounds. They don't expect anyone to be breaking into the camp.
Some kind of glue. They'll get it. Must be
What you looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary?
See anything out of the ordinary?
I see Zach and Jamel. Looks like they're having a bit of fun.
Oh, let me have a look.
Hey, you're not on Farglass duty. I'm on Farglass duty. You do your job and I'll do mine.
I owned a Farglass once. It helped me keep tabs on the hundreds of dead magicals. Hundreds and hundreds of bodies. They can't all have perished from natural causes. They're burning corpses. Dead magicals. Hundreds of them. The guard's pressing something, but I'm too far away to see exactly what. I need to get a closer look. I should wait for the guard to return and observe his actions.
Who goes there? Who goes there?
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
The guard's pressing something, but I'm too far away to see exactly what. I need to get a closer look.
Yeah, whatever. How the hell do I have?
Who goes there?
Really? Push the buttons.
I won't be able to see what the guard's up to from this angle.
Who goes there? Who goes there?
Okay, that ain't gonna work. What the fuck am I doing? Oh.
They're burning corpses. Dead magicals. Hundreds of them.
What's the heck in that?
Who goes there?
See, how am I supposed to get the right angle there? There's no way. So it has to be right in that little fucking deal.
Who goes there?
I won't be able to see what the guard's up to from this angle.
I don't even fucking care here.
I should wait for the guard to return, and observe his actions.
Who goes there?
That shit wasn't gonna work.
Who goes there?
Really? Huh. What if I had fucking kicked his ass?
Who goes there? Who goes there?
Oh shit. So that doesn't work for the fuck either. So what the hell? How am I supposed to do this? Find something over here.
Who goes there?
There's no way. Where's there to go? There's nowhere to go.
I should wait for the guard to return and observe his actions.
Fuck the guard and his actions.
Who goes there?
Where else is there to go? There's nowhere else to go.
Who goes there?
Hey, you asshole. Oh, I get it. Somehow, I gotta get this motherfucker's... I see. I don't know how fucking one of those is.
A shape changer then. Or maybe he was a blue hide, like them Dolnari down there. Can't tell skin colour from statues. I hope this place isn't cursed.
With this, I'd be able to see halfway across Sadir, and it ought to help me see quite far, even in this darkness. The administrator's office will be somewhere on this floor, I'm sure of it. Management always picks the topmost floor. That's the symbol of the servants' trade. The attendants and domestics that help keep this facility operational. The Makers Guild. They're responsible for construction and maintenance. The military branch. They have a large presence here. That, I believe, is the official seal of the Office of Scientific Progress. There were whispers of their existence in Sadir, but I knew of no one affiliated with the division. As far as I understand, they've been instrumental in the creation of the engine. They're a new arm of government, and unlike most other offices, they appear to answer directly to someone on the council. I'd say this is the best place to start looking for prisoner records and incriminating documents. The Office of Scientific Progress, locked. The Office of...
Anyone around? Isaac? Joran? Anyone? No one? Oh, goddess, I hate walking alley rounds. Fallows may have the wits of a mind bird, but some nights I swear he's right. This stone tomb is cursed. What in Shadow's name? Oh, come on, open up, you accursed. Oh, for the love of the first mountain. Goddess damn key stuck again. If I just jiggle it, oh, goddess take me, now it's even more stuck. Hey, what's going on? Who are you?
One of these things...
Is my my shadow casts luck, it'll break and I'll look one of the sisters inside the privy. There goes my cushy assignment. What are you doing here? Where did you come from?
Oh, shit.
If one of these things fell over, it would create quite a racket.
Fallows was right. This place is cursed.
If one of these things fell over, it would create quite a racket.
Stronghold.
If one of these things fell over, it would create quite a racket.
Who's there? Fallows, is that you, you dunce-headed fool?
Need to jiggle it just right. Come on. Come on.
This place is cursed.
Ah. Those years spent on the streets of Sadir continue to pay off.
Fools and demons playing tricks on us. Who in their right mind would think we'd be safe in a necromancer's tomb?
The Office of Scientific Progress. If I don't return the keys right now, the guard may sound the alarm.
Haunted. That's what this place is. Come first light, I'm asking for a reassignment.
There's probably nothing in there that I need.
Nope. No. Just no.
It's a necklace traditionally worn by a sister. It signifies... Why would they need an anatomical chart? It appears to be pointing at something in this office. The last round of testing surpassed our loftiest expectations, confirming initial theories. The Dalmari plague has successfully been triggered in a 7-year-old Zidling. The creature survived 3 days before succumbing to fever and bleeding rashes. It died in blessed agony. The disease has not yet settled in an adult Zid, or plague-resistant Dalmari. Further mutations are required before we can move on to the next phase. What in Shadow's name? The First Mountain, one of our seminal religious texts. It's sickening. What are they doing to the prisoners? The administrator must be a knitter. I've tinkered. The administrator must be a knitter of socks and scarves. This speaks in her favor. Due to disease spreading amongst the prison population, we recommend reducing the amount of Dalmari meat used for inmate rations. What is this? We do not want disease spreading inadvertently within the magical population, as this will negatively affect test results. Goddess. It's an official document, addressed to the administrator. Azadir. It's been a long time. There's a straight drop to the ground. I couldn't escape through here even if I had no other choice. The administrator must have a fantastic view from this window. There's a straight drop to the ground. I couldn't escape through here even if I had no other choice. Skulls. Shadow. The Necromancer King's lot. This necklace has 6 suns and 6 moons, granting the administrator access to and authority within the innermost circle. That's a remarkably senior position for an ordinary sister. These statues can't be new. The necromancer must have had them made when he ruled the island. The necromancer king's lost his head. I wonder why they've all been removed. There's something odd about that wall. Mother Utana made me memorize much of this book when I was 12. I still feel a bit queasy. The First Mountain, one of our seminal religious texts. The wall feels different from the other walls. There's something odd about that wall. It's been decapitated. It appears to be pointing at something in this off. It's been decapitated. It appears to be pointing at something in this off. It's been decapitated, like all the other statues in this place. I've tinkered with knitting in the past. It's an honourable. The administrator must be a knitter of socks and scarves. I've tinkered with knitting in the past. The administrator must be a knitter of socks. I've tinkered with knitting in the past. I've tinkered with knitting. I've tinkered with the administrator must be a knitter of socks and scarves. This speaks in her favour. It's a letter signed by the administrator. I long to see her sun-kissed walls again, to drink from the first river, and to smoke fresh kaba root. Whose skulls are those? They don't look old enough to belong to the Necromancer King. These statues can't be new. The Necromancer must have had them made when he ruled the island. 1,000 years ago. It appears to be pointing at something in this office. The First Mountain, one of our seminal religious texts. It's been decapitated, like all the other statues in this place. The administrator must have a fantastic view from this window. There's a straight drop to the ground. I couldn't escape through here even if I had no other choice. It doesn't budge. Must be locked. I've tinkered with knitting in the past. It's an honourable and gentle trade. Anyone who knits can't be all that bad. Locked. It doesn't budge. Must be locked. What does this mean? stone head, belonging to one of the statues depicting the Necromancer King. The administrator, I've tinkered with knitting in the past. It's an honorable and gentle trade. Anyone who knits can't be all that bad. It appears to be pointing at something in this office. Goddess, what is this abomination? Too dark to... What is that down there? Are those bodies?
You made it. For a while there, I didn't think you would, but those guards. Standards have fallen. I may need to behead someone, set an example. Goddess, I can't believe you're really here. The Apostle. I am so starstruck right now. I mean, I'm your biggest fan.
Biggest what? What?
I've followed your career. I know every crusade you've undertaken, every conversion you've carried out, every infidel you've judged and found lacking. I always dreamed we'd meet someday, and here you are. In my lab. Goddess, and look at the state of me. I'm such a mess. I do apologize, but you caught me at a disadvantageous moment. I was just about to start cutting.
Bib! Is that Bib?
Is that what this thing is called? I was aware that it knew you, so I thought it appropriate to work on this one tonight.
Let him go!
But I'm not finished. Oh my. I'd always dreamed of meeting you, but in my dreams, I never had to pull a gun. And you weren't wearing clothes. I guess it's true what they say about dreams coming true. Do you think me too presumptuous? There's only the two of us. I'm sure you won't tell. I could call for the guards waiting outside the door, but then our little chat would be over, and I feel we still have so much to talk about.
Goddess, I could never have imagined anything like this. I could never have imagined anything like this. Goddess, she's a monster. I don't think she was surprised to see me. She must have had advance warning. You knew I was coming.
A little bird whispered in my ear. We knew you boarded the cloud ship back in Marcuria. You and that strapping Dolmari slave of yours. A rapid dispatch was sent ahead with word of your imminent arrival. My eyes only. No one else knows you're here. I knew this was fate, playing her cards, granting me the opportunity to meet you face to face, to explain what we're doing here. I was hoping you'd approve. This camp is a research facility, Kian, not a prison. Not a death camp. We're doing very important work. In the last 5 years, we've made so much progress. We're closer than ever before to producing the cure.
What cure?
The cure. For magic, of course. We're creating a scourge to wash the world clean. When we unleash our holy plague, it will spread like wildfire across all continents. Humans will be perfectly safe, of course, but magicals... they will die. Every single one of them.
You're insane.
No, it's perfectly safe. We're doing science here, not black magic. We're being very thorough. You see, we started with the Dolmari plague. Do you know about this? Many decades ago, it killed almost half the Dolmari in the world. But then it weakened, and the remaining Dolmari became resistant to the disease. A real shame. It would have saved us a lot of work if it had killed them all. What we're doing, what we have done, is modify this plague. It no longer affects only Dolmari. It affects all things magical. People, Beasts, insects, plants. Anything infected by magic is cleansed, eradicated. I don't like to brag, but it's fiendishly clever.
I don't understand why anyone would do Why are you doing this?
That's a silly question, coming from the Apostle. You and I were on the same mission. We're doing the work of the goddess.
I'm no longer the Apostle.
I know, but well, once an apostle, always an apostle. I don't believe you've completely abandoned your faith or your humanity. Some part of you must approve of what we're doing.
You're wrong. I don't. This is madness.
That saddens me, Kian. It really does. I mean, I'm not a bad person. I'm a scientist. We're simply trying to wipe out magic once and for all so that humanity can be safe. You must see that. You must see the good in that.
You're evil. What you're doing here is evil. This is the Shadow's work, sister.
Evil. What Magicals did to us, to our nation, that was evil. Those precious Dolmari of yours murdered my family, burnt our farm to the ground. My brothers and sisters. They were children. What had they ever done to deserve that? They died in agony, crying for our parents while those beasts just watched. And what they did to me afterwards. We're doing this so that no one will have to go through what they went through. Now you've made me upset, Kian. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, I'm the one holding the gun. One shot, and they'll come running through that door. Of course, you'll already be dead. You'll be...
Sister. Kian. What in Shadow's name is going on?
What? Can they possibly do? Okay, there's something crazy going on here.
Tommy, watch out!
What? Come on.
You'll pay for this, Kian! You'll pay for this!
She was about to shoot me. Has everyone lost their minds? Do you want to explain what's happening here, Kian?
Please, Mia. Ask your men to stand down. I serve the goddess, same as you. The administrator does not.
Fine. But if you don't tell me everything, and I mean everything...
I will. You may want to sit down. This is going to take a while.
I didn't see that fucking shit coming. How did he die? Oh shit. Really playing Bob. Some guy with white hair. Spock's younger brother. Oh, yeah. Hey, she looks like she's still okay, huh? There.
The final preparations will be completed by tomorrow, Mistress.
And the ceremony?
It will begin when the moon rises on Reap Moon's Eve as planned. The engine is ready. We have accomplished everything we set out to do.
And the Prophet will be here.
So he has told us through his messengers. We have no reason to doubt his word.
This is the beginning of a new era, Sister Saya.
Indeed it is, Mistress. Such a pity Harmy isn't here with us. Where is the General, Mother? Why does he not grace us with his presence?
He's away. On urgent business.
Yes, I'm sure he is. Mistress, did you know about this urgent business of Harmy's?
We trust the General to set his own priorities, Sister Saya.
Of course. It is a pity, though. Great things are happening, and I'd hate for Harmy to miss out. After all, were the resistance to fall in his absence and the war of the Northlands won, what would remain of his legacy?
Blah, 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 blah. Chapter 11, Lux. Well, don't worry, we're running out of chapters yet.
Man, that was a steep climb. I'm actually surprised you made it this far. To be honest, I was expecting you to lose foothold and tumble to your death, or for a rock slide, or for one of those ghastly flying things to attack us. I'm really glad I have wings. It's a long way down. If you slip and fall...
Thanks, Crow. That's more than enough.
Happy to help. That's what I'm here for. This is comfortable. This is nice. Great views from up here.
Actually, do you think you'll be able to get off my head soon? I'm getting itchy.
You want me off your head? Ah, I thought you specifically wanted me to stay put after that whole incident with the stone cat.
Nope.
Okay, then. Hey, this looks like something.
This is amazing! A whole city up in the clouds.
Wasn't that what you were looking for?
I know, but still, seeing it with my own eyes.
You humans are weird.
It's a giant moth in a cage. Pet or pest? Who keeps moths in cages? Evil witches and serial killers, that's who. Anyone in there? No answer. We made it. This is it. The Purple Mountains, the Ula, so...
Yeah? What now?
I don't actually know. We explore? Try to find Obnaxus and Lux?
Ooh, sounds like a well-thought-out plan.
Shut up. They appear to be Ular nests, built on top of the old city ruins. So if the Ular constructed this stone city, why are they living in pods now? What changed? No answer. Hello? I'm a friend. I just want to talk. They appear to be Ular nests, built on top of the old city ruins. It's a giant moth in a cage. Because why not? If you're going to have a giant... So if the Ular... They appear to be Ular nests, built on top of the old city ruins.
So, are you happy you abandoned your, what is it you do again?
Neural programming for artificial intelligence computers.
That thing. Are you happy you abandoned that thing for this thing?
Trying to save reality from collapsing? Yeah, I think I made the right choice.
When this is all over, you should probably get a normal job. That thing you said that I didn't understand doesn't sound like the thing you should be doing.
You're probably right, Crow. The Purple Mountains. No! Stop! That Ular appears to be curious but skittish. I'll have to approach with caution so that it doesn't run off again. That Ular appears to be curious but skittish. Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I'm Zoe. I'm a friend. Abnaxus must be called the same in every language. I'm looking for Abnaxus. Do you know Abnaxus? He might not understand. It might help to... I don't expect the Ular to know anything. It might help to describe how Abnaxus looks. Maybe he didn't hear me. He might not understand. The fingers were distinctive. Perhaps he'll recognize the fingers. He's also got weirdly long fingers. He'd probably make a great pianist. He might... I don't expect... How about his cane? The cane transcends language. Abnaxus walks around with a stick that he leans on. Like this. Like... You know him. Where's Abnaxus? Up there? That's high. I don't know if I can get all the way... Hey, where are you going? Come back! Shit!
How come it took you so long to get started on this whole quest to save the world? I mean, talk about leaving it to the last minute.
I know, but... I couldn't remember any of it. Going to Marcuria, trying to save April Ryan. I tried, but it was just blank.
Oh, I know that feeling. I was also trying to forget. The last few years were rough.
Sorry to hear that, Crow.
I miss her. A lot.
I know you do. You're not the only one. People loved her. I know I'm not a great replacement.
You're not bad. I like you. You're a decent number 2.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Enough chit-chat, partner. There are soul stones to return, dreamers to awaken, odd, ugly-looking men to locate.
Oh, there you are. How do I... Hey, let me go. Oh, God.
Dreamer. You did come.
You didn't exactly make it easy. Why not, I don't know, just tell me where to go and what to do?
Touching you through dreams will be like a blind man searching for a red pebble in a wild river. And if finding you is difficult, to talk even more so. Only fragments of words will survive the journey across. Some things will also not be known to me, and could not be spoken. We do not know where Lux's heart was. You will need to find it on your own. Only a dreamer could take this and bring...
He does not. Are you sick?
I was fading. I will have stayed behind too long. After my people leave one realm for another, this time is poison. It diminishes me. My loop ends soon. Too late for Abnaxus to journey onwards. But not too late for Lux. Not too late for the dream. I will have stayed behind for Lux, for you to have found your way to Lux. Compared with this momentous thing, my life was of little significance.
It'd be nice to learn more about the Ular. Sending me cryptic dreams seems like a very inefficient way of doing it. Couldn't you reach someone else and have them return the Soul Stone?
Only a dreamer can face the sisters. Only a dreamer will make them listen. Only a dreamer was able to retrieve Lux's heart.
The Soul Stone?
Only two could touch it. There is no other dreamer now. Only Zoe. Only Lux.
Why not send an actual message instead of vague visions?
You were the Ular will help me dream. The
The Ular hide from me.
They trusted no thing. Humans in particular, they will fear. The Ular lived here for many, many lifetimes. Ages ago, they would have a great city. But the Ular and Yeti are splitting, and their cities will crumble. Now they are both to be protectors of dreams in different ways. The Yeti were the grubbers beneath. The
Ular lived above the clouds and gave shelter to looks. One serves the dream, the other will serve the undream, but unwittingly. Slaves to a black fire.
Grubbers. That sounds familiar. Why would these Yete serve something that wants to unmake the world?
This was beyond my understanding. We will have tried to explain more, Dreamer, but Lux awaits. The sand ran swiftly through the hourglass.
How was Crow able to find me?
The bird bridges worlds and souls. The bird has a bond with the Dragon of Spring. The bird was connected to the Dreamer and to the Bloodless King. At the end of its life, the bird will be bonded to the girl who walked across worlds.
That's really not an answer. That's an anti-answer. That's worse than nothing. I mean...
The bird is magic.
Which bird? I wasn't listening. There's a magic bird? Where?
You were a curious thing, Feathered One. So little, and yet so great. So full of magic.
Right. Sure. I mean... Really? Magic?
Oh, yes. You would see this.
He said, what's the Dragon of Spring?
The new thing that comes to pass when the old things die. The soul of she who saved the balance, reborn.
She who saved...
April? Are you talking about April Ryan?
What do you mean by reborn?
April isn't dead?
She will be dead. She was reborn. There are two now, entwined but apart. The Dragon of Spring, the girl who walked between worlds, mortal and immortal, human and kin. They are legend.
So, they're one but two? There are two Aprils now, but she's also dead. I still don't get it.
Neither would I. I will only know the words, not their meaning. This is the way of sight. I will see, but never all of it. Scattered words from a book with many, many pages.
That's helpful.
I'm not here to chat with Obnaxus. I'm not here to chat with Obnaxus. I'm not... Where is Lux?
Follow me, Dreamer. The Ular would always be protectors of the dream. They are children of the first dream, long before these worlds, long before human and Venar. They will keep the first dreamer safe. When Lux's heart was stolen, the Soul Stone. They are protecting Lux from the undream, protected everything from the undream.
How did Lux lose her heart?
The wizard will take the Soul Stone. He lets the black fire inside him. He wanted to own dreams. He will have desired to reshape everything. He was and will be dangerous in all presence, past and future.
And the undreaming?
The wizard will make a bargain, and the black fire enters him and eats him. The wizard is the undreaming.
Hey, I remember you from my vision. Hello? I guess he doesn't understand me.
The Ular understood enough. Here, Lux slept a dreamless sleep.
What do I do now?
You will know.
Oh, I see.
I'm glad Crow is here. He may be a looks. She's beautiful. Even though he is dying, you can tell there's so much life and energy there. Like a blazing fire or a star. You're awake. You're inside my head. I can... hear you. I can hear you inside. You're burning with a white fire. I can't stand it. It's so painful. Thank you. You're the first. You were there at the beginning of everything. Me? No, how was that even... how is that possible? Yes, I brought your heart, the Soul Stone. What do you mean, that's not what... Nox? You mean the Yaga? I didn't bring the sisters. I didn't know. They were inside the Soul Stone. And now they're here. With us. That's it, isn't it? Light, dark, dream, nightmare. Together. That's why I needed to go there, to face them. To bring them with me. So, what now? How do we save the dream? How do we save reality? I can't be the one to do that. I'm just... a person. Just a person, and you're a god. Or as close as anything can be to God, I guess. I'm not ready for that. You can't put this on me. I didn't want this. I wanted to be normal. I wasn't asking for a divine purpose. I just didn't know what to do with my life. What happens if I say yes? Who do I become? And what about me? What becomes of me? I understand. Of course, I trust you. How can I not? You made all of this. Without the dream, there's nothing. And there never was. If the dreamer stops dreaming, there's nothing. Forever. So if you're... If we are one, then the dream is mine. I keep it alive. And afterwards, after I'm gone, what then? Okay. Okay. Well, we can't let the universe end, so let's do this. I'm ready.
Are you okay, Zoe?
For a moment there, it looked like you were made of light. You were incredibly beautiful.
I'm okay. Dizzy. I have to go back now. Wake up. For real. Face the world. Face the... There are things that... I need to fix things. I can't be asleep any longer.
Okay. Can I come?
No, Crow. You can't.
So you're leaving me here?
You'll be fine. Thanks for everything. I don't think I'll be coming back, but you'll be fine. I promise.
Well, that's great. Left to my own devices, in the Border Mountains, by an inscrutable woman with special powers. Again, if I wasn't so furious, I'd be really, really depressed. You know, I'm so used to being the sidekick, I don't think I can do anything else. But whose sidekick will I... Nope. Nope. Not happening, big guy. I'm flying back south to find that Kian fellow. I'll be his sidekick. He seems like the sort of guy who appreciates birds.
Do you believe I should have told her all of it? All that I have seen? Perhaps I should have. Perhaps I was wrong not to. But there's only here, only now, nothing more. I am blind. I think I will sit down, rest, sleep, dream of my daughters, long gone, and hope the future will still be there for them all when I fade to dust.
I have a feeling this is probably over. Oh, man, how many comas have I been in my life? That's probably it.
The answer is no. You should know better than to ask, Saga. I won't risk you getting lost out there, again.
I'll be careful this time, I promise.
It doesn't matter. I am not removing the wards.
I'm 14, Papa. I can take care of myself.
That didn't help your mother.
It's always about her, isn't it? I'm not my mother. Whatever happened to her won't happen to me.
And you know this how? She said the same thing. She wasn't going to get lost. She was coming right back. I shouldn't worry. I should just stay put and wait for her. I'll remove the wards when you're older. Until then, you are not leaving the house on your own.
That is so unfair. I've been stuck here my whole life. How much longer are we going to...
Until I know that she's not coming back. All right? Until I know for sure, because if we leave and she does return...
She's gone. Let her go, Papa. Please.
I'm going upstairs to rest for a bit. Don't play the radio too loud. I'll be back down for dinner.
Ugh, I can't take this anymore. I'll show him his wards can't stop me from walking. I just have to, find the wards first. Not easy when only Papa can see them. I can't remember exactly where that is, or what Mama used to call it, but Papa calls it Midgard. That's weird. Papa's usually so fastidious about keeping his eyeglasses with him at all times. I'll just borrow them for a minute. Or 12. Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time, but I always finish them long before he comes back. Hugsy! I've had Hugsy since I was little. Mama, I can't remember the last time we lit. The fire doesn't hurt me. My dad once told me this fire keeps the house warm and healthy, and able to fend off contagion. This has been gathering dust since Mama left. Mama wrote a ton of stories and articles and letters, but this has been gathering dust since Mama left, so almost 30. One of these days, I'll pick up on that whole become a singer-songwriter thing again. I just need an audience to play to. Papa rarely plays the guitar. I think he used to play a lot, back in brighter days. But like with so many other things, he's just lost interest. It's cute. It's cute. I used to play with that all the time, when I was little. The madame comes by every month to grade my assignments and give me new ones. I'm getting better. I'm not good yet, but it's very difficult to paint anything. I don't play with the dollhouse anymore. I love learning about Elsewhen and Elsewhere, about Crossroads and the Ether, and all the worlds in the... Galeth gave me that years and years ago. I don't wear it. I don't understand the deal with all the hats. Hats must be fashionable somewhere in the multiverse. Is it my turn to sweep the floors again? I've lost track. We've not been keeping... The paths are wobbly, and the custodians temporarily closed the turnstiles. No one's coming in or out. But who needs the common paths when you can make your own? Uncle Gal, I wonder what's behind the wall. Papa won't tell me, and Galeth claims he doesn't know the details. But I'll learn the truth. Somehow. I always hated the downstairs. It's pitch dark, and it smells funny. It's got ether vapors and void beetles. It's not a good place to hang out.
I'll come down later.
The paths are wobbly, and the custodians temporarily closed the... I'm trying to get Papa to stop wearing that hat when he goes out, but he insists. He doesn't realize how goofy and old-fashioned it makes him look. Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time. I can't remember the fire doesn't hurt me. My dad once told me this fire keeps the house warm and healthy, and able to fend off contagions, and Mama wrote a ton of stories and articles and letters, but Papa keeps most of her work in his bedroom. I haven't even read all of it. He won't let me.
I don't even know what the hell I'm looking for.
I always hated the downstairs. It's pitch dark, and it smells funny. It's got ether vapors and void beetles. It's not a good place to hang out. For when the paths are muddy or snowy. I'm trying to get Papa to stop wearing that hat when he goes out, but he insists. He doesn't realize how goofy and old-fashioned it makes him look. The paths are wobbly, and the custodians temporarily closed the turnstiles. No one's coming in or out. But for when the paths are... happier days, before I was around. Maybe if I hadn't been born, Mama would still be here with Papa. My window looks out to Letoch, but this one's tuned to where Mama was born. It's nowhere close to Scotland. The seasons are similar, though, just more extreme. I'm sure that was me who made those scratches. I remember being scolded, and it wasn't just the one time.